Hello, my name is Matthew Gear, and this is my final technical presentation for the Capstone class Fall of 2018 Web Server Project. Sprint 3 User Stories. As a super admin user, I want to have fields for update a product to check for valid input so that invalid data is not put into the product database. As a super admin user, I want to have the fields for add a product to check for valid input so that invalid data is not put into the product database. How? The validation is handled in different ways for each field because the needs for each field are different. The type text field was changed to a drop-down that has the available types to choose from, limiting the user to only valid input. The price field is handled by a regex that will only allow the user to enter a dollar amount in the form of X.XX. The image upload is limited to image type of JPEG, JPEG, and PNG. These methods are applied to both add and update pages for the product database. The diagram below is a state diagram to represent the regex. From state 1, it checks to see if there's 1 to 3 digits. From state 2, it checks to see if there is a period. And from state 3, it checks to see if there are 2 digits after the period. This is the only valid format that will get to the accepting state. Sprint 3 User Stories continued. As a super admin user, I want to be able to press the delete button next to the product in the main product admin page so that I can delete products from the product database. How? The removal first checks that the user has the role super admin. If the user is, the product database is searched for the chosen product's assigned ID number. When it's found, it deletes the product from the database. Next, it finds the image file assigned to the product database and removes the image file from the file system. MongoDB and Mongoose are being used. This is the decision diagram to check to see if the user is super admin. We first check to see if the user is logged in. If not, they're redirected to a discussion page. We then check to see if it's a super admin user. If not, they're redirected to an unauthorized page. And if they are, we delete the product. We also updated the use case diagram for the main product admin page. We still have view type, view price, view spec, view image file. We added delete product, and we still have the update product button. Sprint 4 User Stories. As an unregistered user, I want to be able to view product on the web store so that I can see what items are available. How? The web store is populated with all the items in the product database. The page also checks if the user is logged in or not. If the user is logged into an account, the options for quantity, add to cart, and go to shopping cart are displayed in the proper places on the page. If the user is not logged in, there is a login button that directs them to the login screen so they can log in. Here's a decision diagram for is logged in. It checks to see if they're logged in. If not, display login button. If yes, display quantity box, add to cart button, and go to cart button. This is the use case diagram for the web store. The registered user is able to view item, adjust quantity, add to cart, go to the shopping cart, while the unregistered user is able to view item and log in. View item generalizes view type, view image file, view price, and view spec. Sprint 5 User Stories. As a registered user, I want to be able to choose an item to add to the cart and select the quantity of that item so that I can control what I'm adding to the cart. How? The process of adding an item to the shopping cart begins with the finding of the product in the product database, and then inputting the found database entry into the products class. The products items is then placed into a deserialized session of the shopping cart class by the add function in that class. This process is looped for the number that is in the quantity box. As a registered user, I want to be able to see the items I have added to the cart in the shopping cart so that I can easily see what is already selected. How? After selecting an item from the store, the user is taken directly to the shopping cart, which is populated with the serialized products in the shopping cart class. As a registered user, I want to be able to remove items from the shopping cart so that if I added something by mistake, it can be removed before purchasing. How? After selecting an item to remove on the shopping cart page, the past item ID is found in the product database. This database entry is stored as a new products class and passed to the remove function in the shopping cart class where the quantity of the item is decremented. This is a use case diagram for the shopping cart. The registered user is able to view item, remove item, check out, and go to the store. View item generalizes view image file, view type, view price, and view spec. This is a class diagram that concentrates on the classes that are used in the web store. Currently, we have talked about the web store EJS and the shopping cart, which are dependent on the partials. The app.js is dependent on the views and the models. And the models that we've currently talked about are the product schema, the shopping cart, which is dependent on the product. Sprint 5 user stories. As a registered user, I want to be able to press enter payment information so that I can choose how to pay. How? The user is offered 3 payment options in a radio button format on the checkout page. After the user selects one of the radio buttons, their selection for the payment choice is passed to the pay page. Here, the user can enter the appropriate information based on their selection, which is done using JavaScript on the front end. As a registered user, I want to be able to see all the details of my order so that I can confirm the information is correct. How? The order form, payment type, and shopping cart are passed to the finished page and displayed for the customer. As a registered user, I want to receive a receipt in my email so that I have a record of the transaction. How? The confirm order function creates a string by looping through the shopping cart and adding all the items in the shopping cart to it line by line. It then calls the empty function from the shopping cart class to empty it. It now builds the body of the email with the information and the function getTotalPrice from the shopping cart class. It passes the body and user email to the email template class, which sends the email. Here's the use case for checkout. A registered user can view an item, go to the store, go to the shopping cart, select a payment method, and press the pay button to go to the next page. Credit card, PayPal, and Bitcoin extend payment method. And view item generalizes view image file, view type, view price, and view spec. Here's a decision diagram for the payment method. We go to the payment method. We have 3 options: credit card, Bitcoin, and PayPal. If credit card is chosen, we ask for the name on the card, card number, expiration, and CCV. If Bitcoin is chosen, we ask for the Bitcoin wallet. If PayPal is chosen, we ask for the username and password of their PayPal account. Here's the use class for the payment information. The registered user can enter payment information, enter shipping information, finish pay, go to the store, and go to the shopping cart. Enter payment information generalizes Bitcoin, PayPal, and credit card information. And enter shipping information generalizes enter address, enter state, enter city, and enter zip. Here's a use case for the payment confirmation page. A registered user can view an item, that's in the shopping cart, view payment information, view shipping information, confirm, go to the store, and go to the shopping cart. View item generalizes view type, view spec, view price, and view image file. View payment information generalizes Bitcoin, PayPal, and credit card information. And view shipping information generalizes view address, view state, view city, and view zip. Here's our class diagram again. The additional views that we're going to talk about are the checkout, pay, finish pay, and confirm. And the additional models is the email template, which is dependent on the Node Mailer API. That has been my final presentation. Thank you very much for your time and have a great day.